What's going on, everybody? I'm Angela Santoro.
I'm Trayvon Miles.
And this is Delmarva Sports Insider. Now, we have had quite a day, but we have such a great show for all of you because it is the Governor's Challenge. It's officially underway. So don't worry if you miss anything. We have everything coming up. Now, the Queen Anne Lions, they took on Aberdeen. Now, it was a good 2A, 3A matchup. We'll have highlights coming up.
That's right. And Kent County was matched up against Dr. Henry A. Wise High School from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Could the Trojans pony up and take down the 4A powerhouse? Stick around and find out. And
on the girls' side of things, Stephen Decatur took on McDonough. Now find out if the Seahawks and how they did against the Eagles coming up. Now I think we need to just take a second and just breathe. What a day it has been. We have been covering the Governor's Challenge all day long. And speaking of that, notice that there is one of us missing, and that's because our very own Spencer Tillis is still at the Civic Center.
Yes, you're right. That's right. Spencer is standing by with probably the rowdiest bunch of guys that he could find. There's just so much action going on at the Civic Center. Spencer, please tell us what's going on.
Yeah, you're right. I'm over here live at the Civic Center because we are in the middle of the Governor's Challenge. 103 games this year. Right behind me, you can see Virginia Academy taking on Baltimore Friends. A good showdown there. A bunch of college prospects, which is a big reason why you see a lot of guys like this out here. Head coach over at SU, Coach Sachs. Coach, thank you so much for joining us, talk to us a little bit. What about some of the talents you've seen out here today? You see a couple guys that maybe someday could be a Seagull?
Oh, absolutely. We've followed a couple guys all year long, all summer long that we got a chance to see play again today, and it also we got a couple teams coming to watch us practice. So it's always good to show up to school, and with so many teams down here, it gives you the opportunity to see kids that you haven't seen all year.
Yeah, definitely with this many teams, over 100, and a lot of great talent here. Talk a little bit about your team, though. Off to a great start, 10-2 on the year. Just went to Puerto Rico. That had to have been a lot of fun. How is the team kind of adapting to your system?
It's been great. It was a good trip for us because we went 2-0, and we were 7-0 out of conference so far with a really tough schedule. And we got back into league play January 2nd when St. Mary's coming to town, and we have 15 games left, and we got to take them one at a time, but I think we'll be pretty good. And I think the out-of-conference schedules really set us up for the conference season. So
yeah, still missing, obviously, maybe a couple pieces there. The point guard, obviously, was one of concern coming in. Right. Missing Wyatt. With that in mind, do you still see this team possibly making a run at repeating as conference champs in the tournament?
There's no reason why we can't be at the top of the league, and the kids have really embraced what we're doing, and I just think the sky's the limit for us. We're only going to get better, and the guys believe in what we're doing. That's the biggest thing.
We're going to follow you the entire time. A bunch of great games over there. You're going to want to go check out the Seagulls this year. They are solid. But I'm going to toss things back over to Dre and Angela over there on the desk.
All right, well, thank you, Spencer. Now, just a little bit ago, one of the biggest games of the day was at the Civic Center, right where Spencer was, and it was between Pocomoke and Idea Charter out of D.C. Now, Pocomoke would start us off here. Tyrone Matthews, what a year he's been, has had it. Now, he got the steal and takes it all the way himself, all the way down the court, and gets the finish at the other end to help give Pocomoke the early lead. Now, to help him out was his buddy Tyler Nixon. He knocks down the 3-ball, and the Warriors were cooking out there, but the Timberwolves, they had something to say about that. Justin Milstead knocks down the jumper at the top of the key, but Pocomoke, they would be back at it again. Matthews on the inbounds pass. He passes it off to Nixon, and then he gives it right back. And, of course, Matthews drains the 3-ball from Timbuktu, but unfortunately the Warriors dropped this one 93-78.
Great game played there by Pocomoke. That's probably going to be the best team they see all year.
Definitely.
So definitely no reason. I know Coach Fuchs isn't in the moral victories. That was definitely a great game. Queen Anne's still undefeated, looking to continue that hot streak at the Governor's Challenge. They took on Arcadia today. Earlier today, the Firebirds flew into the tournament late. Aberdeen got their wings clipped. They're the Eagles, so they got their wings clipped, couldn't make the trip. But even as a replacement, Arcadia still had a great showing in this game. This was a wild one. So many turnovers in this one. Troy Vini is going to split the double team, go hard to the cup for 2. He led them with 6 at halftime. Queen Anne's right back there, the dunk king, Jawan Moore, draining the jumper there. Queen Anne's led this game 23-22 at half. Moore with 8 points and 6 boards. Mikey Monroe is going to get into it for Queen Anne's. Nice little drive and left-hand finish. Not sure why we're not seeing him much, but it might have to do with this guy, Cassius Warren. Great drive there. He hits Trick Briggs underneath. Queen Anne's goes on to win this game 53-43.
Not too bad. Well, that was just 2 of the very many games that we have coming up for all of you at home. Now, next up, could the Parkside Rams keep their perfect season alive in the Governor's Challenge against Theodore Roosevelt? Find out coming up.
Hi, my name is Dinesia Christian. I play basketball at Pocomoke High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.